Okay, let's be real for a second. When I saw the research stack for today, I had to double check I wasn't missing something. We have pages of notes, spec sheets, compliance data, all for a single, very short cable. The Key Digital KD-35MMAIRH.
I know.
I mean, it's a wire, right? How deep can this dive actually go?
It sounds super granular, I know, but in the world of AV integration, the things that look the most boring,
Yeah.
they're usually the things that stop you from having a complete meltdown on a job site. This isn't just a wire.
Okay.
It's a specific engineering fix for a $70 problem that can break a $10,000 system.
That is a pretty bold claim for something that looks like it belongs in my drawer of forgotten electronics.
Right.
So what is the actual mission here? Why does this specific jumper even exist?
So we need to figure out how this little component acts as a translator. It manages the audio return channel, or ARC.
The ARC, right.
Specifically within the Key Digital ecosystem. Because without this piece of plastic and copper, your smart TV and your massive rack of amplifiers might as well be speaking different languages.
Okay, let's look at the hardware then, because the connectors are a little odd.
They are.
I'm looking at the spec sheet. On one end, you've got a standard 3.5mm stereo jack. Normal enough, but the other end splits. You get one RCA jack and one 3.5mm mono jack. Why the split?
That split is the magic trick. You're taking a combined signal and physically breaking it out so a matrix switcher can understand it.
Okay.
The RCA jack is handling your audio, specifically PCM audio, but that mono jack, that is strictly for IR or infrared control.
Wait. So this single cable is juggling sound and remote control signals at the same time?
Precisely. It's separating them. This is purpose-built for Key Digital's Digital IQ series.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about those heavy-duty matrix switchers, the KDHD 4x4 Lite, the 6x6, and the 8x8 models.
Right.
Those units expect the audio and the control signals to arrive in a very specific way. This cable does that.
So I can't just grab this and plug it into any random receiver I bought at an electronics store?
Oh, definitely not, no. It's part of a closed ecosystem. It works in tandem with their audio converter, the KD DAXA, and another jumper cable.
So it's one piece of a bigger puzzle.
Exactly. It's essentially one limb of a very specific body designed to move signals in and out of those digital IQ boxes.
Okay, I get the what. Let's talk about the so what. Why do we need to go through all this trouble to split IR and audio right at the connection point?
Because the way we consume entertainment has completely flipped. 10 years ago, your video source was in the rack.
A DVD player, a cable box?
Right. It sent video to the TV.
Okay.
Easy. But now, the TV is the source. You're watching Netflix or Hulu directly on the display.
Right, so the audio starts at the TV, not in the equipment closet.
Exactly. And that audio needs to travel backwards down the HDMI line all the way to your amplifier so it comes out of the high-end ceiling speakers.
Not the tinny TV speakers.
Yeah, definitely not. That is the return in audio return channel. This cable is the physical bridge that extracts that returning audio and control signal so the matrix switcher can process it.
It effectively creates a back channel for the system.
Yes. And what's fascinating is the standardization aspect. If you are an integrator, you might be installing a Sony in the living room and an LG in the master bedroom.
And they both handle ARC differently.
Totally differently. This cable, paired with the digital IQ ARC mode, creates a uniform bridge back to the rack. It standardizes the chaos of different TV brands.
So it saves the integrator from having to program custom workarounds for every single room.
You got it.
Now, looking at the build, this thing weighs 0.35 pounds. It's basically featherweight.
Physically negligible, sure. But think about where it lives. This isn't sitting on a desk. It's usually shoved behind a wall-mounted display.
A display that is heavy, expensive, and incredibly annoying to take down.
That is a really good point. If this little cable fails, you are pulling a 75-inch TV off the wall just to fix it.
Exactly. And that's why the regulatory stuff, CE or OHS, it actually matters here.
And Key Digital puts a 3-year warranty on it. For a passive cable, that is significant.
Wow.
They are betting that the engineering holds up against the heat, dust, and tension behind that display.
So if we boil this all down,
Mm-hmm.
for $70, you aren't really paying for the copper wire?
No, not at all. You're paying for insurance.
Insurance.
Spot on. You are buying the assurance that when the client hits Netflix, the sound works and the volume control works. You're paying to avoid the "why is my system silent" phone call on a Saturday night.
Which really makes you think about how we prioritize things. We spend so much time obsessing over 4K resolution and amplifier wattage.
But we completely ignore the interconnects.
Right, in a massive high-tech distribution system, the most critical component might just be the smallest link in the chain.
And usually the one that is hardest to reach when it breaks.
Something to consider before you zip tie everything behind the wall. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.